It is Saturday. Ooh, I wish you could see it. There's a horse out there in the pasture running around, but I'm driving and I can't show it to you. There's a pretty horse out there running around. We got snow last night. Yes, and it's the kind I like, just a little bit, and the roads are fine, and then the snow is pretty to look at for about a day, and then it goes away. That's my kind of snow. I don't like that kind that lingers and then it just turns gray and it's just everywhere and it's a nuisance. I don't like that kind. So what are we doing today? Well, I've already been to an exercise class and went home and took a shower, and my hair is still a little bit wet, but not slightly damp back here, but not too bad. We're going to a new store today that I had never heard of before. I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago. I happened to read an article online about this new store called Pop Shelf. New stores coming to, kind of opening everywhere. And I cannot remember now what it said. I think it said they're owned by Dollar General. I may be wrong about that. I'm going to have to clarify it. I think they were owned by Dollar General. Anyway, it's a store. I think it's basically like a Dollar General, only a little bit nicer, but their prices are still not high. I think most things in the store are around $5. So maybe kind of like a Five Below, only they carry slightly different stuff from Five Below. I don't know. I don't really know a whole lot about it. So I looked around and I found out we actually have one right here in Greensboro. Yay, I don't even have to wait for one to open here because apparently there's already one here. How do I not know that? Because Greensboro covers a big area and there are tons and tons of stores here, and you can't, you just can't know them all. This is one in an area that I never go to. There are shopping centers in Greensboro I've never been to. I couldn't tell you what's in them. I don't know. So, you think about just Greensboro. Greensboro is the third largest city in North Carolina. Third or fourth. Let's see, there's Charlotte's the biggest. And then there's Raleigh. And then Greensboro. I think that's how it goes. We have what? Around 300,000 people here. And it's so funny. I remember when I lived in Illinois, it was so funny. There were several times I would meet people and they say, "Oh, where are you from?" "Oh, North Carolina." "North Carolina? I know somebody from there. Mark. Do you know him?" Like, "Oh yeah, everybody knows Mark." Shoot, yeah. Me and Mark, we go way back. Yeah, because there are only 4 people in North Carolina. Everybody knows Mark. Like, honey, there are like 11 million people in North Carolina. I have no clue who you're talking about. I had that happen more than once. They would just give me a first name. "Do you know Robert?" Shit. Yeah, because we all live in a 10-foot by 10-foot trailer. And we know one another. The Charger and a Mustang racing one another down Wendover. So yeah, it's funny. I don't know what brought that up. But yeah, so I don't know all the stores in Greensboro. I don't. I'm not familiar. So Pop Shelf looks like a cool place. I want to go see what they have at this Pop Shelf, and I do plan on making a video in there, although I looked at the pictures online, and just from the pictures, I bet this place plays loud music. Bet you they do. I will probably have to record a voiceover, which honestly I don't mind anymore. When I first started doing voiceovers, I didn't like it, but now I've kind of gotten used to it. It's a little harder than it looks to do a voiceover. I don't know how to describe it, but but I've gotten better at it. I've gotten to where I'm better at doing them, and I kind of like them. And I know some people like the sounds of the store, but some people don't. I use the audio from inside the store if I can, and if I can use audio in the store, I will. I'm not exactly dressed fancy, but I don't guess that matters. I do my little opening and closing segments where you see my lovely visage. And yeah, I don't know. We'll just see how it is when we get there. I don't even need the GPS lady to tell me how to get there. I think I know where it is. I know the general vicinity. I'll get close anyway. Maybe I'll be able to find it. So how's your Saturday going? Mine's been pretty good. I'm actually gonna go through my YouTube totes this afternoon when I get home. I'm gonna go through them and get rid of some stuff, because there's a whole bunch of stuff in there that I don't use, I don't plan to use, and it's just taking up space in the tote. I'm gonna try to clean them out enough to where I can get some of the stuff off my dresser and put it in there, so my dresser's not cluttered with all that stuff. Most of the stuff on my dresser is YouTube stuff, and I'm tired of looking at it, and it looks yucky and cluttered, and I don't like it, and I'm going to try to find room for it in the tote. That's my project for the afternoon. Maybe I'll do some laundry. I don't know. Really exciting stuff going on. My dad and stepmom were supposed to come down. We were supposed to go out to eat last night, but they live up in the mountains in Virginia, and where they live, it started snowing about 3:30 yesterday afternoon, and they're supposed to get more than us, and they were a bit concerned about driving. You know, we didn't know what the roads would be like between here and there. It's a pretty good distance, and I said, let's just do it another day, and we agreed that we'll go out to eat another day. I don't want them to have to drive back on bad roads. So, and the roads going up to their place can be pretty treacherous. There are a lot of very steep uphills and downhills, and I don't want them driving on that if there might be ice or anything. So yeah, we'll do it another day. So that's kind of a bummer, but yeah, it's happened before. We'll get together soon. But I don't know. I'm not really doing a whole lot today. It's pretty now that the sun's come out. It's really nice. I had to get out early this morning and clean my car off so I could go to my class. It took longer to clean my car off than I thought it would. It took a while to get all that snow off. But the roads were good. The roads were, whoop, a bunch of snow just went that way. The roads were great this morning. Yeah, no problem. I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but it went fine. And when I left, Boop and Pumpkin were sleeping on my bed not too far apart. They were about a foot apart, which is really something for those two. The kitten, Boop, Olive, whatever you want to call her, was up there first taking a nap, and then Pumpkin came in there and she jumped up on the bed, and at first she was all offended. She looked at the kitten like, ew. And then she looked at me like, make her leave. I'm going, she was here first. Fine. And then she laid down not too far away, so she is slowly building up her tolerance to the kitten. She hated her for the longest time, hated her poor little guts just for at least a year and a half, just like, want nothing to do with her. She sucks, I hate her. But over time, she's kind of warmed up a bit. She's not quite so frosty to her anymore. Although if she sees me looking at her, she'll smack the kitten just like, yeah, I still hate her. I still hate her. And the kitten's like, what? What did I do? What? Why would you do that? I don't know. Pumpkin's kind of a jerk. She's very high strung, and it doesn't take much to piss her off, and she's kind of a jerk. I think Pumpkin would have been better. That was unnecessary. People get so mad around here. People drive angry around here. I think Pumpkin would have been better off living with just like an elderly person who stays at home all the time and is very sedentary and has a big comfy chair so that Pumpkin can just sit like right next to him, and they can just pet her all day. You can pet her all day. She never gets tired of it. My other two cats, you might be able to pet them a little bit and they're good. Like, don't keep petting me. Just stop. I'll bite you if you keep doing it. But Pumpkin, you can pet her all day. She would be so happy. I said she just needs to live with someone who doesn't go anywhere, who lives alone, and it's very quiet in their house. You know, not a lot of visitors or noise. Oh, are you kidding me? Pumpkin would be on cloud 9. Well, there it is, Pop Shelf. Oh, it's cute. Okay, now the Pop Shelf appears to be in what used to be, I believe that used to be a Walgreens. Yeah, it's in a freestanding building over here. Oh, I know this place. Yeah, that used to be, I think it used to be a Walgreens, and then it closed, or maybe it was a Rite Aid. It was one of those drugstores, and it closed, and this building sat empty for a long time. Now it's a Pop Shelf. Okay, neato. I am parking at the Pop Shelf. There's a Harris Teeter over there too if you want to get fancy with your grocery shopping. Well, awesome. I'm going to go in there and check out Pop Shelf. Let me see if I can show you the sign. I got you plugged in. Let's see. You can't see diddly squat. Hang on, I'll get out and show you. Oh, it's windy out there, but there it is. Pop Shelf. And it has little doodly-doo, little SpaghettiOs beside it. Okay, I'm going to get out and go in now, and we'll go check out Pop Shelf. Hopefully I'll be able to do it. Hopefully it will turn out. I never know. You know, it's kind of like when I tried to make nail polish videos the other day. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Although this one should be fine because I'm just going to be walking around in there. I don't need to focus on one particular area. So anyway, that's Pop Shelf, and I found it, and that was really easy. So that's good. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you are having a great weekend, and I will see you again soon.